All right, you're just getting here. All right, everybody hear me? Let's do it. Let's go. Claire is back. All right, I'm going light this time, Clara. I have the Why Aren't You Vegan for the chat to get people in. Plus, I got not vegan for the people in the street. We are at a very busy shopping center. At least it's getting busy right now. And it's very easy for people to come over and talk if they'd like to. There's not too much foot traffic. So it's like one of those things, like I feel like I could do a few during the week where maybe I need to take a break from my person-to-person interaction. What's going on, buddy? And I can more so just kind of appeal to people in cars, people in vehicles. It doesn't have to be person to person all the time. And it's very, sometimes it can get exhausting, I feel like, too. All right, come on, guys. All right, people are waving at me. That's sweet. That's nice. All right, if you're just getting here, the question says, why aren't you vegan yet? It's 2025. What are we doing? Very easy to do in 2025. We have readily available vegan options everywhere. And, you know, the only reason that we're doing it is for essentially our taste. And the animals would not consider that a good excuse because they literally have everything taken from them. What's up, big guy? You want to try? 3 questions? Little critical thinking, that's it. Okay, sir. Have a great day. So anyway, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'm out here quite a bit in different areas. Just kind of getting people to think a little bit. That's it. You know, that's all it requires is some critical thought. That's literally it. The only reason we're doing this to them in 2025 is for taste. The nutrition argument is off the table. Completely off the table. Plus, when you eat meat, you're putting heterocyclic amines, IGF-1, plaque-promoting cholesterol, saturated fat, cortisol, TMAO. If you guys don't know what heterocyclic amines are, they're compounds found in the gut that are correlated to cancer. You don't want to be putting that in your body or your kid's body. So who's got a question? We're scaling our volume. We got a bit more people in here now. Hi there. Hey Muffy, how you doing? That's right. Ryan says it takes up to 16 pounds of grain to produce 1 pound of meat. Think about how inefficient that is on a whole planetary basis. We could feed the world 8 times over if everybody went vegan, instead of growing all the food in poor countries and feeding all the meat to the affluent countries, which is what we are doing. That's absolutely what we are doing. Your body needs more than just a vegan diet. Well, educate me, Omit. What is the thing that I need? I've been vegan 11 years. My daughter's vegan. You know, much of my family's vegan. Educate me. What do I need from a meat-based diet? Please. And I want you to be precise. Pasty? I'm Irish, man. Eat a juicy cheeseburger? It's not good enough. I want Omit to respond. I see your comment. Somebody putting a bunch of burgers in my box here. Oh, that's awesome, NF. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody watch Game Changers on Netflix. It's very simple what I'm doing here. I'm just imparting information that's suppressed and blocked by traditional societal flows. Don't think that I'm doing anything crazy. It's really not. But now we have the power of social media and we can lever sound information far and wide and not have it suppressed. So that's what we're doing here today. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. We're out in a shopping center where we are hopefully engaging people with some dialogues and getting them to think. That's it. Who's got a good question? Oh, that's awesome, NF. I've been vegan for 2 years. That's awesome. And thank you for that. You know, and you can probably attest that it doesn't take much. It's kind of a non-action of sorts. You just reach for the plant-based version instead of reaching for the cruelty-based version. It's really not that hard. So, and I'm sure you can attest to that. Thank you for being vegan. That's awesome. And the animals thank you too. Do you ever get your blood work done since you've been vegan? Jay Weezy, I actually haven't. I have plenty of friends that have had blood work done, and they always come back A plus. I haven't had it done. I've had no reason to have it done. I'm completely healthy. 11 years vegan. You know, I run distance. I'm a distance runner. You know, I lift weights. I'm active. You know, I mean, I don't know what else what other kind of anecdotes people need nowadays. You know. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, MM. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Wish you the best. Hair loss, weak bones, muscle wasting, skin rashes, strictly following a vegan diet. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're getting information from propagated sources, probably from the carnivore movement or the omnivore movement. You're I mean, maybe you'll have some anecdotes or some single unit examples. That's probably maybe what you're referencing. And you know, we know what anecdotes are, right? Total BS. One of the oldest living humans was actually 114 years old, and she smoked cigarettes up until the day she died. Sometimes she would do a pack a day. 114 years old. That's an anecdote. But the ADA, does any nutrition heads in the audience, anybody know who the ADA are? No? All right, the ADA, American Dietetic Association. These guys register dietitians, they register nutritionists. They are the objective body that certifies, and they base their decision on an assimilation of data of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of peer-reviewed research. They issued a statement about 3 years ago saying a well-planned vegan diet is adequate for all stages of life, from pregnancy to elderhood. So the nutrition argument is 100% off the table, guys. It's off the table. You can be a healthy pregnant vegan woman. You can be a healthy child. You will be, I would contest you'll be healthier if you're a vegan child, because you're not putting plaque promoting cholesterol and copious amounts of saturated fat, all the hormones, the IGF-1. You're not putting the heterocyclic amines. You're not putting the TMAO. And you're also not putting suffering, slavery, death, and rape. All that stuff happens. And it's all baked into the cake. And we are eating it. We're effectively eating it. So, what do you guys think about that? And welcome. And I also want to put a disclosure. I'm not here. What's up, guys? I'm not here to attack anybody. I was not vegan for 30 years, so I am you. I essentially am you. I thought what I was doing was normal and necessary and nice. And I thought that because that's what I was told to do. I was told to think that. And I was told to think that by a very select group that basically controls everything. At the very, 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 very top, above the 1%. And basically what we do our whole lives is follow their directives. And they say jump, we say how high. And they tell us to eat meat, cheese, and milk, and eggs, because that's the normal, necessary, and nice thing to do. So we have a choice and a chance here in 2025, an inflection point where we can stand against those authorities and we can say no. So who's got a great question? Plowing a field does all the things you hate, quit it. MB says plowing a field does all the things you hate, quit it. Okay, MB, here's what I'm gonna challenge you with, okay? By the way, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. So you're referencing rodents and small animals and things like that get killed in the plow. So as a vegan, we are not directly voting for direct animal exploitation. You have to understand that. Non-vegans vote for direct animal exploitation. Vegans do not vote for direct animal exploitation. What you're referring to is a peripheral effect of the system. Okay, that's what you're referring to. Now, we also have to backpedal and realize that 98% of the world is not vegan, which means 98% of farmers are not vegan. So these farmers do not care about these rodents. So if we can get to a baseline where we can tilt people's collective consciousness in their agency and their compassion and their abilities to exact compassion, then we can get to a point to where farmers will have a heightened degree of thinking and a heightened intelligence and a heightened degree of stewardship, and they will steward those crops, take care of those animals, and try to prevent as best as possible crop deaths. But we're not there yet. All we can do is get to the baseline. That's our MO, that's our mission A, my friend, mission A, MB. We got to get to the baseline. We got to take meat and cheese and milk and eggs off the table, my buddy. Because beef is the best. Oh dear. Here we go. This dude knows nothing about farming. I'm just explaining supply and demand to you. I'm not really explaining farming to you. Why eggs, says Damo. So eggs are very cruel. When you vote for eggs, you're voting to put a male chick into a blender and have them blended up alive with their entire family. So eggs are very cruel. You're also taking somebody from somebody that doesn't necessarily want to give that. So I hate to say it. I saw Let's Go Brandon here. Let's go ahead and address that real quick. You guys are like, what's he gonna say? So veganism has nothing to do with politics. It's effectively apolitical. Veganism also has nothing to do with, what's up, big guy? You wanna try the questions? Little critical thinking, that's it. Have a good day. So where was I? Let's go, Brandon. Okay, so veganism is not political, veganism is not religious. It's anti-theist and it's apolitical. That doesn't mean that you can't it's just not inherently tied to those. That doesn't mean you can't be a religious person that practices veganism or a left or right-wing person that practices veganism. That doesn't mean that at all. It just has no affiliation with the two. It is literally one thing and one thing only, and that is the golden rule. That's it. That's it. It's the golden rule. Do unto others. Animals are others, guys. If somebody has a central nervous system and a brain, they're others. Okay? They're others. And right now we're at a point to where we can extend our compassion and our strength and our intelligence and what we've accomplished as human beings. We can extend our compassion into our non-human animal brother and sisters. So that's what I challenge you guys with today. Check out Gary Yourofsky's speech, the best speech you'll ever hear. It's on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm doing this at least once a week, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 times a week, guys. And we've been getting some good traction. And I mean, look right now, we got 210 people in the room. There's a reason why there's 210 people in the room. It's because this is a very, very, very curious subject that I think a lot of people want to know about. And if you're here, I hope you just understand that I'm trying to impart information. That's it. You'll never see information like this or what I'm doing as an ad on Netflix or in mainstream societal flows or in a movie trailer or a commercial or a radio ad. It's because it's directly suppressed on purpose and by design. So thank you for listening. I want to let everybody here also know that I was not vegan for 30 years, and I totally get it. I get where you're coming from with everything. I mean, after somebody interfaced me, I ridiculed them, made fun of them, thought I was ridiculous, and then it was like, oh my gosh, I mean, why am I paying for this? And you just have to connect the values with the actions. That's all you got to do. Connect your values with your actions. That's all veganism is. It's very simple. So that's the best part about being vegan is you can actually do that. You can actually equilibrate that spread, because there's a spread when you're not vegan. There's a spread. And you can be an authentic human being. And the best part is that the animals don't have to die just because of you. Animals don't have to die just for you. And nobody has to be hurt or suffered or raped just for your taste pleasure. I know rape sounds crazy. Like, what? Rape? What is he talking about? Well, the dairy industry in a nutshell, guys, is very rape-centric. Actually, some of the jargon and language they use in that industry is very unsettling. For instance, they have like a big spherical entity, and they or cylindrical entity, and they line the cows up with their behinds out, so they're facing the farmer. So the farmer can kind of basically get into their private parts and impregnate them forcibly, and they call those rape racks. So that's just industry speak. I mean, I'm not coming up with anything crazy. That's what they call it. So I'm just letting you know that's what you are voting for when you vote for dairy. A lot of people think that vegetarianism is a step up, and it's not, guys. I mean, you have to ask yourself why you went vegetarian. I would challenge an ethos-based vegetarian to take a look at the dairy industry, and they will probably go vegan, because a lot of people don't know what happens in the dairy industry. So, who's got a good question? Why does the wolf eat the rabbit? That's an appeal to nature fallacy, and you can look up appeal to nature fallacy if you like. Are you actually? This now basically, I'm out here. That's my handle, and we're out here speaking up for those that don't have voices, my friend. Gosh almighty. Sorry, my thing is falling off. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Testing. Jesse says, eat meat. Unbelievable.